Hey, Cece here just for a hot minute. Today is Monday and it is the 21st of July. So the purpose of this video today is I'm creating a daily ritual, and this daily ritual, my why for doing it is I'm creating the work of my dreams. I'm preparing for retirement that works. let's coin that. Creating a retirement that works passionately. Creating a retirement that works with ease. Boom, boom. That right there. That's the one. Let me write it down. Creating a retirement that works with ease, 5 figures monthly. And this is a case study. So it's going to be a mantra. That's going to be a mantra. That's going to be an affirmation. That is a why. And I'm going to start out with reading. So this video is about reading. So I'm already at a 1 minute and 52 seconds. So let's go. So I'm reading some literature from, where is this a show where it came from? This is from the Hope-Filled Teachings of Nichiren Daishonin, SGI, President Ikeda, Lecture Series, page 133. And then also, this is the citations from the Human Revolution, page 1324, and as well as Ralph Waldo Emerson, Society of Solitude, Boston, Houghton Mifflin and Company, 1870, page 244. Okay, so writings for discussion meetings. So we had a meeting yesterday, and that was for the Madison group. I'll get more information on that, on details, if you ever want to ask questions about joining in some of the group studies, which is Buddhism philosophy. And okay, so the name of this topic, this is a copy of it. Make the impossible possible with the strategy of the Lotus Sutra. Now, a part of my yoga studies has Lotus Sutra in it. So I feel right in alignment for what my activities are: studying yoga, practicing Buddhism, with my faith, with my studies, and with my practice. And my practice, I chant. Okay, so the passage. Spurge yourself. Oh, I got that very one. Oh, that's cool. So at the meeting yesterday, I got this. I'm gonna put some more glue up underneath here so it doesn't. Oh, it's because it's coming apart. But this passage right here is the same passage that's here. So, spurge yourself to muster the power of faith. Regard your survival as wondrous. Okay, so that's giving that, survival mode new meaning. Employ the strategy of the Lotus Sutra before any other, okay, and have profound faith. Now, this is the key right here for me. This is my takeaway. A coward cannot have any of his or her prayers answered. That's powerful. That's powerful. If that don't get you off your duff, I don't know. Okay, so background. My practice. Why practice Buddhism? In discussing Nichiren Daishonin's writing, The Strategy of the Lotus Sutra, Ikeda Sensei says the purpose of faith is to make our hearts strong and steadfast, to develop inner strength and conviction. Everything depends on our minds and our hearts. Mind and heart. Nichiren wrote The Strategy of the Lotus Sutra in 1279 in response to the report from his trusted disciple. Okay, you guys already know that there's a lot of words that I've never seen before, and I'm syllabling things out, and I'm doing the best that I can. So there is someone on YouTube, and I have to go back, and I did subscribe to her channel, and her whole thing is pronunciation of Sanskrit words. So probably need the same thing within my liturgy, because there's a lot of syllables, and I haven't gotten into the hang of pronouncing those like the syllable sounds, because so I'm working on that. So if I jack it up, charge it to my head and not my heart. Okay, so in his response to the report from trusted disciple Shiju Kingo, a skilled samurai who had successfully fended off attackers trying to take his life. In this letter, Nichiren offered 3 reasons for Kingo his wondrous survival, his good judgment, his courage, and his faith in the Lotus Sutra. Simply hoping for things to go well is not enough. Let's say that again. Simply hoping for things to go well is not enough, nor is planning alone. So planning alone is not going to get you there. And wishing, and hoping is not going to get you there either. So Nichiren emphasizes chanting Nam-myoho Renge-kyo and engaging in our Buddhist practice to cultivate a powerful resolve to prevent all accidents and keep negativity from taking hold. Okay. In his novel, The Human Revolution, Sensei explains that to employ the strategy of the Lotus Sutra before any other, meaning combining earnest prayer, thoughtful planning, and bold action with deep faith. The first factor, I need some water. The first factor, he said, is to chant with single-minded resolve. And the second is to devise the best strategy and take decisive action. So neither the first nor the second factor alone is enough, he says. Only when both are perfectly harmonized can the impossible become possible. Then, and only then, will victory be ours. I could not be more convinced of this. Then, what brings about this harmony? Faith does. This is why I keep stressing that faith is the basis of everything. And this, for those who are practicing Christianity, all of these are philosophies for life. They're like rivers to where we want to be in life. And my heart goes out to human beings who are practicing one philosophy over another and come to each other attacking, saying my way is the only way. That part. And that's one of the things that I loved about my dear and beloved late husband. He was an ecumenical officer within the International Anglican Orthodox Episcopal Church. And he was always wanting to bring unity amongst the believers. So in essence, things have come back full circle, and it looks like that's where I'm picking up. But picking up on my own terms, picking up with how things need to operate in my life. I'm reaching a 10-minute. I need to finish this within the next few minutes, so let me not go into any other dialogue and just finish this. Okay, next, Ikeda Sensei encouragement breaks through all obstacles for courageous faith. In its original sense, the term strategy refers to battle tactics, the science of warfare, or martial arts. I was just with my dear friend, brother, last night, who's been practicing a form of martial arts like for many, many years. So okay, that's another conversation. Consider more broadly, it can be taken to mean a method for achieving better results in all areas, for leading a victorious life of value creation. The strategy of the Lotus Sutra refers to faith in the Gohanzen. And it is faith that battles ignorance and delusion. Oh, that's good. I could just stay right there for a moment. Delusion, breakthrough negative karma, and wins without fail through confident prayer, and the boundless wisdom and courage that flows forth as a result. That's a lot. Next paragraph. No matter what the situation, when we base ourselves on the mystic law, comma, the ultimate law of the universe, comma, we will never be deadlocked, period. The unparalleled power of the mystic law enables us to overcome all obstacles or enemies that hinder us on the path to obtaining Buddhahood. Now, again, let me pause right there just for a second. Some people who have not studied the philosophy of Buddhahood or Buddhism, they think that we're worshiping statues, and we're not. The Buddha is within. We are the Buddha. Just like within Christianity, some Christians have the boldness to say, okay, I'm the Jesus. I'm the God. But some other denominations say, I dare you say that you are a God, which it's within. So if it's within, that is you. Okay, let me go. Okay, the foundation. Let's see, I'll stop there. The foundation of all our efforts, endeavors, and challenges, whether in the realm of staying healthy, leading a fulfilling life, or showing actual proof of winning trust in the community and in society, is the strategy of the Lotus Sutra, or in other words, strong faith. At the end of his letter, Shijo Kingo, the Deshan, writes, have profound faith. A coward cannot have any of his prayers answered. That's WND-1, 1001. A coward shuts his eyes. This was the insight of the 19th century American Renaissance philosopher Ralph Waldo Emerson. Some of you follow his work. Cowards prevent us from seeing the truth, from seeing things as they are. It can cause even a minor hardship to seem like a huge, unmovable obstacle, and make even the doors to a solution appear instead like a thick wall. Courage is therefore critical. For us, courage means challenging the real life issues confronting us right where we are, with the belief that we ourselves are entities of the mystic law. This is the way to employ the strategy of the Lotus Sutra and construct an indestructible history of victory and glory. And that is the hope-filled teachings of Nichiren Daishonin, page 143 to 144. And this comes from the district material. That's all I have, 16 minutes.